There we go. Hello, Yella. Welcome
Hello,
to the
hello.
Mork Show with Whistler and with Darshawn. Oh,
Dude,
lads,
that
how are you guys?
Afrikaans, that whiff was very Afrikaans. Whiff,
That
lad.
woof. I say it
That was
with
very
Whistler. Woof,
Afrikaans.
woof. Welcome
Woof.
to the show with Whistler.
Whiff, woof, 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 woof. Yes, that's what it sounded like.
How's everybody doing this fine evening? How are you
Doing good.
doing, Whistler? How was your weekend?
Doing good. My weekend
you
was
have fun?
good. Didn't game nearly enough. Caught up on afternoon naps.
Oh, dude, afternoon naps are the
Week is a
best.
better start than what last week was. So yeah, all in all, it's really good. And excited for today's stream.
Yeah, Darshawn, how was your vibe? Did you
Oh,
have
it's
a nice
good.
one? Watch anything
it's
fun?
well, no, I'm just dealing. Well, today I was just dealing with stupid people. And
It seems like you should get like you should get not an award for that, but maybe like a diploma.
While we're unpacking, can I like vent?
Yeah. Go. Yeah, no, that's what the show's for.
Right.
This is a vent show, the Mork Rock Show vent show.
I just want to show you the shit that I deal with. So I've got this property. It's been sold. It's literally registered.
Yeah.
And on Property 24, it's got the little banner across it that says sold. Bright red, sold. But that's it.
Here we go.
So a guy inquired today on that property going, hey, is this still available? And I'm like,
no.
Now I have to respond. And that's what annoys me. Like, I have to physically type the message. And no, it's not. I mean, it's fucking obvious.
Why don't you just take a screenshot of the thing and go and then I'll do what I would have done is
I desperately want to do it.
I showed the listing and then I would zoom in and then where you and the closer up until you see
around it.
It's
like just
sold. Yeah, exactly. That's what I would have done.
So like that's
why I don't sell property.
And yeah.
It's like those people when you move, right? And they would the neighbors would come up and walk up to you and like, hey, you guys moving?
No, you're busy packing.
No.
Everything's
No. We're just trying to see if we were to move, how many trucks our house would need.
Yeah. We're gonna fill up the van and we're just gonna drive around the block and then just come pack everything back again.
Yeah. That's exactly. We got a free voucher for moving, and we're like, we don't want to move anywhere, so we just packing it in, packing it out again. We're spring cleaning, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, then I have to be super fake and friendly and go, yeah, no, it's. Then he goes, well, if it does crash, I'm like, no, it's not going to because it's registered. And he goes, well, if it does, and you're like, it's registered, it's in the new person's name. Oh no, but just in case it crashes, okay. No, I'll let you know. Don't worry.
Yeah. Of course. No. I'm writing down your name right now as we speak.
Yeah. Meanwhile, I'm running. Go fuck yourself. Anyway, yeah.
So we've got a fun evening tonight, don't we?
We do. So
let me introduce it because this is an actually brilliant vibe. So I'm going to say big up to Whistler and to Reese. They sent both myself and Darth Sean
and to
the creator. And to the creator. I'll show you guys. I actually I quickly looked. I found a photo of the creator. This is the guy who made it. I'll show you guys now, but. This is what we got. We got. Whistler sent us whiskey smokers with the Mork Rock Show logo.
How do we make this guy the biggest?
Mine's like the other way around, so I can't fucking.
Yeah, let's fix your camera. There we go. So that's what it looks like. I'll show you. I do it like this and just. This is what it looks like. It's like a Wisco Smoko. What happens is you pop it over your thing. It's like a.
Not your thing,
this.
your glass.
Yeah, my glass, my thing
over
glass.
your thing, your glass.
But you can smoke more than just whiskey.
Yeah, I have a custom edition though, so
that's very cool. So these are custom, right? These are very careful, and it came with like a mini lightsaber. Very careful, and it came with It came with, and it was made by Uncle Whistler. Here's a photo of him. I checked out the internet. Here's a photo of Uncle Whistler. He made this for us. Very Kif. But his Kif sticker, zoom. There we go. the man cave custom designs, very kif, and it also came with 2 flavors. I've got a French oak and a cherry shavings.
No.
And it's the business, guys. It's honestly the business. But we have to put it in, otherwise my ice is going to melt.
Yeah. So let us show you guys. Let's do this. So special addition to the stream tonight. We have B-roll for the first time.
There we go. That's good.
Just so that we can say, see, there we go. 2.
Oh, cool.
2.
You're all live.
Same camera, guys. It's not cheating. So you need a bit of ice because firstly the smokiness, the smoke kind of like adheres to the ice and the cold, right? So you do that.
Whiskey, smoke
your
loves
whiskey.
ice.
I'm going with a Woodford Reserve bourbon.
Yeah, I'm doing the same.
I'm going with the old good and faithful Johnny Walker Black Label 12-year.
12-year. Nice. So I'm going half.
Yeah, I'm
got
going
about the
half
same,
as well. Yeah.
Half.
So what is the vibe? So what we're all going? What smoke are you going for there, Whittler?
So why would we have a whiskey stream and not use AI to guide us? We used AI to guide us and ask whether, this is the whiskeys we have, this is the wood chip shavings we have, and the AI recommends that we pair it with French oak. So I'm going to go with French oak. So on my one, so obviously mine's been used, so you'll see mine's got a little bit of it's been like a little bit charged there.
Yeah. Almost like it's almost aged like my 12-year.
Yeah.
Well,
you know who else like
it hasn't been bleached.
Do you know who else like 12 years?
Yeah, let's not go there.
No, just kidding. So we did. We covered Epstein last week. So like.
So I'm doing 2 scoops of this.
Yeah, I've got my scoop in already.
Yeah.
So why don't you just burn it? Wait, it feels like I don't have enough.
Oh, dude,
I mean, compared to that, I thought I had enough. Like, it doesn't look like.
I don't know.
And when do you crush up the Mandrex tablet? Is that before or afterwards, or like is that not involved here?
I did that before I sent it to you guys. It's actually infused in the.
So it's infused. Okay, cool. All right.
Because buttons are the thing.
Yes. So then you use your Feldfire starter kit.
All right.
And then you're basically gonna burn it. Let it set it alight.
Okay, but do yours so that we can see. I don't want to. Set my entire vibe on fire.
Do you wanna make me bigger? Yeah, like on the screen. Can we do?
Yeah, make it bigger. Make it bigger.
Can we do?
I also want to be able to pause it.
Okay, there we go. All right. So are we ready?
Yeah.
Okay. Just so it's got a little bit of a flum to it. There we go. Okay, you give it a turn. Give it a turn.
So then you see it's like burning there.
Yeah.
All right. So I'm going to close it up. Now.
Wait.
Oh, Mark, you had one job.
I need a bit more.
Oh wait, hold on. Sorry.
Oh, Mark, you had one job.
Weird now. What's going on?
So badly.
There we go. Okay. Cool. Right. Oh, check, and it's like sucking in. Okay. Right. Okay. Cool. So
does yours show? Does it do that? You can obviously agitate it a bit. Maybe have a little bit too much smoke in there because I see mine.
You just got to give it a little bit of coal.
But do you see what's happening with mine inside there? Do you see there?
Oh, I see. Mine's.
Let's do this.
Oh, it smells lovely in here.
Put a little bit too much in it because you kind of want it to over that hole that's where you want to torch it. But mine has smoked nicely.
That looks kiff.
Now you can let it settle, and then.
So you give it a few minutes.
No, I wouldn't give it too long. I mean, I guess like a minute, and then when you're ready, you pop it off. There we go. And then
Okay.
Smooth.
Oh, hello. That is so Kev.
So that is how you do it. Oh, I bumped.
Ooh, that is phenomenal.
Right? It has like two tastes to it, doesn't it? Now, obviously,
oh my God, it tastes so much different than before.
Look at my glass. My glass has a bullet in it. Can you see?
Oh, that looks epic.
The bullet glass. Reese bought this for me for Christmas. I should have actually shown you guys before I bought it, but the bullet's like lodged in the glass. Now, the oily residue in the smoke has now gone and stuck around the glass, on the ice, everything. So even though the smoke has dissipated, you still have those.
I can still taste it. So you don't have to. So you don't have to do it again. You don't have to pop it on and like fire it up again, or can you, if you wanted to?
I guess you can if you wanted to, but this would now last for the whole whiskey.
Yeah, the chat's missing out.
They are.
I wish we had like we could do a thing where you can plug in like a thing and then you stick like this bit in your mouth, and then Herman Roos, agree. Thank you, Herman. No wonder ek sal julle tabak van die plaas. What? Oh God, I can't read the content. I'm sorry.
Okay,
you do
it. All right. So, nou wonder ek sal julle tabak van die plaas so kan rook. How was that?
Yeah, of course. Herman Roos, right?
Yes.
Herman Roos, a good friend of ours.
Herman,
I met Herman under strange circumstances. The type of circumstances that your mother warned you about. You know that warning, don't get into cars with strangers?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how
you got in the car with Herman.
Yes.
Okay.
So, Herman, let's give him a bit of a plug. Herman is the traveling farmer. He's a tobacco farmer in South Africa. So everybody that smokes, we need to thank Herman for that, because he makes.
Thank you, Herman.
He makes the things that the cigarettes comes from 100%. So he's a farmer and he loves traveling. He loves traveling east, especially to the east, and been a long-time friend of ours. So I met Herman in 2000 through Ronaldo. And Herman contacted me like all innocent, and he was like, "Hey, Whistler, so I've seen this 3D printing thing you do. Do you think you can like 3D print me a grip for my gun, like his pistol, his self-defense pistol?"
Yeah.
And already I was intrigued, right? Because we're talking about guns and 3D printing, two of my favorite things, right? And Herman was like, I don't know how this is going to work. And I'll like send you pictures. Herman was trying to explain why he wanted to do this, because it's his self-defense firearm and the one grip is broken and can't really carry and whatever. I'm like, Herman, I'm convinced. Let's do this, right? So Herman sends me the two grips of his pistol. The one grip was in good shape. The other one wasn't in good shape. But he sent me these grips. I scanned them, made 3D versions of them to get the layout, then mirrored it, and then custom made him grips. I should actually prep some photos. Custom made him grips that's got his initials and everything on it.
Oh, that is awesome.
And then when I wanted to send it back to Herman was like, I think you guys need to come and visit on the farm, right?
The tobacco farm.
The tobacco farm, yeah.
Is it? So, can I ask? Is it just tobacco, or is there? I mean, we can't say this. Obviously, there's just tobacco. It's just tobacco. No. There's just tobacco. We don't know if there's anything else there.
Yeah.
Is there green tobacco?
This guy's got a legitimate business. Don't mess with it.
It's like a flower, like that type of tobacco.
This is on a need-to-know basis. Right?
This is need to know. So, if you get an invite, you know.
Yeah,
exactly. So Herman invites us to the farm, and him and his wife, they looked after us really well. We did all of our favorite things: braai, big pieces of meat, go shooting, go quad biking. Obviously, celebrated his grips for his gun, all kind of things. And since then, been really, really good friends with Herman, though, right? So, so that's the story of Herman. Anyway, he's a very good friend of ours, and also a YouTuber.
Oh wow! Okay, cool. Well,
although he's more farming than YouTubing at the moment.
Well, I mean, please drop his vibe. If you got his link, please drop it in the chat first, Whistler, so that people can go follow him.
We will.
So
really awesome.
Saint Struggle is looking for tobacco seeds. I'm thinking about it. Maybe it could be real tobacco seeds. I don't know. I just it sounds like he's talking about tobacco seeds.
Yes, green tobacco, sweet, aka sweet oregano. The devil's lettuce. Bro, this tastes amazing. It's like the smoke, that French oak vibe just does not leave it. Every sip is like, I had it before and it was like, now it's kind of got that sort of mellow. I wish I had a bigger cigarette, like a cigar, like to go with this one. You know what I mean? Like, what's that dude, that the comedian that just does the stand-up and he's got the cigar. Fuck, what's his name? Oh, he's epic.
Oh, yeah, I know what you're talking about. And he also has the whiskey. He's Larry the Cable Guy. And
that dude. Absolutely epic. There we go. The Traveling Farmer. Shot. Please go follow.
Really good.
Please go give him a follow. Thank you again to the Traveling Farmer for the super chat, dude. Really appreciate it, mate. Dude, this is phenomenal. It really
it does, hey.
I need to get a proper whiskey glass as well.
Also, Saint Struggle's looking for real tobacco seeds.
I mean, isn't that like, are you allowed to grow tobacco? Oh, there we go. Reese, Ron White.
That's actually a Herman question. I almost think the answer is going to be no. I don't think you're allowed to grow because it's a controlled thing, isn't it?
Yeah, of course.
No, but I mean, can't you like grow it at home, like just a plant it too for yourself?
Herman is saying, bring them to the farm, then we can go play with the 338 Lapua.
Okay, what Lapua?
What? 338 Lapua. So, you know, like in hunting rifles, you get like a 308. 308 is typically like a big round. 338 is like one step up, maybe like a few steps up. It's proper.
But I mean, like, I can't. I've got a whole bunch of questions now because I'm going like, I mean, is he strapped because like tobacco farming is like, you know, O's go, ooh, a tobacco farm. This guy must have money and therefore O needs to be strapped for like security purposes, right?
That's a Herman question. I don't think we talk about that.
Okay, we can't. I mean, like, I just want to know.
He says here, tobacco seed is quite controlled, but we can talk.
Okay. Oh, there we go.
So this is a 308. Yeah.
Oh.
This is a 338 Lapua on the right side. I mean, it's just a little bit more powder there. Like, I don't know how many grains. This is like 100 grains or something that goes into one of those. But I mean, yeah, it makes pew-pew.
Bro, I haven't gone pew-pewing in like, when was the last time I shot I fired a pew-pew? I can't even remember. I think I was like probably like 16, 17, 18. That's the last time I
jumped into your garden and we had to dig the hole. Sorry.
Oh, yeah.
Dig the hole. Yeah.
Toast said, hey, thank you, good sir. Much appreciated. I was thinking, I wish they went like, I remember back in the day, there was this thing like, there was these t-shirts that if you scratched it, then you can smell it. And then it'd be an orange on, and if you scratch the t-shirt and you smell your fingers, it would smell like orange. I wonder how far we are away. Seeing this is the tech chat, we're talking about like technology and stuff. I wonder how far away they are from having, because everybody's been to the cinema, right? You go to the cinema, and I think I did it once, where you go to the cinema and then the fucking seat moves, and then like you're in space, and then it like smells like rubber, and there's wind, you know, the fan goes on. But I'm going, I wonder how far away they are from being able to do a thing where you could like almost just do a smell vibe, where you could just broadcast that over the internet, where I could just go, you know, and you'll have a 3D print on someone's side, like a kind of a mini smoke machine, and it will, you know, spray that into I don't think they will do that.
In South Africa, we have that with the new Metro 4DX movies, though, right? So the Avatar.
Yeah.
Avatar had that. They had the 4DX, which had like scent and this and that and whatever.
It's the scent, and you could smell and like shit like that. But I mean, dude, this is I wish you guys could smell this. This is.
It is, right?
It's like the whiskey, and then like you got that like the vibe of the oak that's
smoky,
just like The French. It's
I
like
must
French
say
barrel.
the flavor profile between the cherry wood and the French oak is different. Obviously, it's different. I find that the cherry wood to be softer, almost more fruity in a way.
Okay,
Although, like I said earlier, my palate's not nearly sophisticated enough for this. But there's a difference. There's enough of a difference that it's like worth bragging about, in my opinion.
Dude, this is phenomenal. Really kiff. So I would love to. Actually, what I would love to do a vibe is I would love to. I'm going to chat to Whistler, and what I'm going to try and do is maybe as if I'm still organizing as caps. Sorry, work's been insane, but I'm still organizing that. But what I would love to do is figure out. We can do a vibe where if anybody wants to order one of these with the Mork Rock logo on, we still have to work out pricing, but I think we can hook that up. If anybody wants to get a whiskey smoker, then drop us a vibe in Discord. Let me know, DM me, and then we'll see, and I'll see what we can do, and we can actually get you guys a Kif whiskey smoker. If you guys any whiskey drinkers out there,
Mark will sponsor the first 10.
No, he won't.
Yes, he will. 3v1.
Dude, this is amazing. And this is such a dude. Thank you again, Whistler. You guys are
welcome.
Such great flavor.
Awesome. This looks so.
And the combination of the smoke with the whiskey is.
This looks so kiff. I mean, it's literally engraved into the wood. Like it's fucking stunning.
So this started off as a project. I want to say me and my dad, more my dad than me. I was just the enabler, right? My dad was the executor in all of this. But about 10 years ago, we bought this abandoned project that a guy had, which is a little CNC machine now. A CNC machine, like, as a 3D printer, like, is additive manufacturing in the sense of, like, you build from, like, a roll of something and you build up and then you have something, right? Whereas a CNC machine is, I think it's called subtractive manufacturing. It's where you have a block of something and then you carve something out of it, right? So it works a bit different. Obviously, each of these things has its own purpose. Now, in this case, we bought this guy's abandoned little CNC project. It wasn't great, but the thing was working. It worked like with like a small little Dremel. You know what a Dremel is? These little
like a drill, like a drill
bit? Let me bring up like a small little thing like this.
We're still doing tech chat, but it's just old. This is old school tech chat now. This is like what tech chat was back in the 90s. Oh, okay.
So it had one of these little things, right? You can't do much with it. Not great. Not ideal for the use case that we wanted it, right? But anyway, we bought this as like, hey, this would be interesting to build one. And from that, my dad kind of like resuscitated that little project. We bought it a bigger spindle, so a little Dremel machine. Upgraded it to a bigger one, and then my dad, I think, upgraded it maybe twice more because that one wasn't big. It was maybe like 40 centimeters by, or 30 centimeters by like half a meter or something. So it's this little rectangular thing, right? But had a lot of play. It wasn't perfect. Couldn't draw circles. It was like more like weird. But I mean, the idea was there. The electronics was there, and it was like kind of then figuring it out, what's the best software to use, what's the best way to drive it, et cetera, et cetera. So then my dad went through like, I think 2 or 3 iterations of it, but building a bigger one. The current one now is probably its footprint's like a meter by a meter, but I think its surface area that it can mow is probably like, I don't know, 600 or 700 millimeters. So it's quite big, but it's quite big. In my opinion, the average person in their backyard can't just do stuff like this, though, right?
It's kind of like you're stepping out of like a home user DIY to sort of like professional kind of gear.
Entering into that. Now, obviously, it can do aluminium as well. We've done like aluminium with it. But the biggest use case my dad has was these little whiskey smokers. So it's been mostly him now, going through a lot of blood, sweat, and tears, getting it to be like fine-tuned, honed in to the point of where it's at now. And he launched this whiskey smoker thing as a project. He sells them for like $250 per smoker, like if it's a normal one, which has like a little whiskey glass on it.
Yeah.
And it just says whiskey smoker, and then any custom designs you want is like $350 for a custom design,
cool.
right?
That's not bad.
And then it could be anything. It could be like how mine is, where it shows whiskey smoker and then the Whistler logo, or maybe just like in your guys' case, the Mork Rock logo with no whiskey smoker. I mean, it's obviously also depending on like, are you a whiskey with the E, without the E type of person? Because you obviously have the different, whiskeys from Scotland and whatever versus whiskeys from the US. There's a different way in spelling it and style of whiskey. That's why you'll see like that bottle of whiskey, is that with or without?
This is without the E. This is like WHSKY. Is this American whiskey? Fuckers.
So yeah,
damn you,
this
America.
one, this Singleton, which is a Scotch, this Glenfiddich, which is a Scotch, they don't have the E. And then this Woodford, which is, I guess, American, or it's bourbon, this has an E, right? So there's a thing to
that's basically,
I don't know the exact.
So basically that the last bottle is like a sort of a Timu whiskey, if that's what you're saying.
I think that's disrespectful what you just said there.
You said the whiskey has an E on.
This is the best bourbon you're going to have.
Okay.
I'm just saying. So he started doing this, and he's done quite a few, and he's obviously reinvested a lot of that into back into his little business. I mean, he's a retired DIYer, or retired and now into DIY, however you want to look at it. That's where the man cave custom designs comes from. It's like all the stuff that he thinks up in his man cave, and he's turned this into like a little business.
Sort of little business. That's amazing, dude. That's very good. Dude, this is beautiful. I mean, it's such a good piece to have, dude.
100%. And it's unique, and it's not, in my opinion, it's not that expensive for like some custom design though, right? I mean, you don't 100%. Have to have 5 of or 10 of or something. It's literally $350, and he'll make you a custom design, whatever you want.
That's very cool.
Obviously, there's going to be some limitation to logos. So, I mean, if somebody wants like a really, really complicated logo, my dad will need to figure that bit out. But, dude, I asked you for your logo. You gave me 1 or 2 designs. I gave that to my dad. And, dude, he made magic. So, I mean, I think he took like amazing. 2 little trials. Or maybe he did more. I just saw 2 little trials he did, and he kind of nailed it.
No, it looks
and
amazing,
then he did the final product, right? So it came out.
Spoon says Irish and US whiskey have the E in it, I think. So it's Scottish.
Yeah, it was something like that. And then Scottish doesn't have the E, but I don't know about the Japanese guys now.
I mean, I don't think it's called whiskey in Japan, because obviously in Japanese you have other words. It's probably like something like that. Like
it also has an E. Japanese, like I know Hibiki. We spoke about the Hibiki. No, Hibiki doesn't have an E. But yeah, I mean, so it just depends on what you want. You can tell my dad if you want it with E, without the E, whatever you want to have written on it, and I mean, he'll make it happen.
That's so tough, dude. Honestly,
so Whistler, before we divert from the whiskey conversation, CR wanted to know. I'm assuming she wants to know, what whiskey would you prefer with cherry wood?
Yeah.
What whiskey would I prefer with cherrywood? So, CR, cherrywood is my favorite one, and then to mix that with, or to combine that with, I guess, would be Glenfiddich. Like this is like one of my favorites.
Nice.
Let's do that.
There we go.
Glenfiddich 15 year. Although with the Singleton, it's really good as well. So I would. Yeah, I don't know if the cherrywood goes better with the Scottish whiskies. It would be nice to get hold of some of the not apple apple cider wood, or what did we see earlier when we spoke with AI?
Yeah, cherry. No, apple. Yeah, it would be applewood. Yeah,
or maple or something. I think the maples, those would go really, really well with the Woodford Reserve, in my opinion. But don't have that at the moment. But I mean,
stunning.
Yeah, but I mean,
sorry, on another one, Gavin also wants to know. I'm assuming he means is senior whistler on the web.
Yes,
senior whistler.
Yes, there is. Yeah. He also has a part-time job. I think he worked with Blade back in the day. He doesn't do it anymore, though, as far as I know.
Yeah.
Right?
Jesus, I can't take him anywhere. Fuck.
No, I'm just kidding.
I'm trying to have like a construct, like a
is
proper
there a website
conversation.
Yeah. Is there a website for?
There is. Let me quickly get his Facebook. His Facebook account.
But also, obviously, does he make one at a time, or does he like? Is obviously a batch or two would be probably better.
I think he kind of makes them one at a time. So he's cut out like the bottom parts, like the bottom halves. He's cut out like all the bottom halves. He's cut out all the top halves, but it's plain. So he literally just put the top part in and then just do the top.
And it does the cutting.
So he's pre-made, like 70, 80% or however you wanna.
Okay, cool.
You wanna look at it, right? So,
drop a link.
Let me just quickly. Is there not a QR code on the box? Is the QR code on the box?
Wait.
But if there's not, doesn't matter. I'm pasting his link in chat.
Yeah, paste his link.
Here we go. Man Cave Custom Designs.
Oh, that's beautiful, man. I love the little note that comes with it. The box is cool. All the like the little add-ons. It's very, very cute, dude. Really, big thank you, man.
It's a nice little gift. Yeah, it's really nice.
It's really.
And that was the idea that my dad wanted, though, right? Is having it as a kit. You buy one, you can buy a couple, whatever it's for.
Yeah.
And the other question I have, say I run out of like the wood chips, can I order from your dad?
That would be a question I can find out from him. I'm not sure if he would sell them loose, but I mean, there's a whole bunch of places where you can buy, though, right? I mean, you don't have to buy from him. So you
I'd like to support your dad.
No, fair. No, fair. I'll check with him. But
if not, it could be a nice little he can do like a variety pack for like a decent amount.
We actually spoke about that, and I said to him, "It's like, hey, maybe but again, slow things, right? I mean, he's a single, business owner doing this thing, so he also doesn't want to keep tons and tons of stock. But I'll check with him. But currently, they are on leave. They are touring our beautiful country all the way through to Cape Town, East Coast, South Coast, West Coast, then coming back. So, I mean, if you guys do want, it's probably going to be somewhere in April or May or June. But I can vouch for him. You'll get it. I know where he stays.
I just want to say that the smoker, the whiskey smoker, that's still here. It doesn't go away. And if for all the Voortsackers and Ronaldo, thanks for sending over the crew, bro. Much appreciated. Whistler, in his awesomeness, sent us these really rad whiskey smokers with the Mork Rock logo on. It's a little kiffer than the Ronaldo Coast logo, but I mean, it is So we're having a nice whiskey evening. Join us. Come hang out. Pour yourself a nice little whiskey, and then come hang. Man. Dude, this is epic. And then
glad you guys like it. I mean, we spoke about the idea a while ago, and then we finally kind of just made it happen, right? So
it's really good.
Really good. So I don't know if we want to segue into some tech stuff. I quickly
wanted to ask you before we get into some hectic tech stuff. There was one thing I wanted to because we've discussed a bit of tech, and I want to kind of chat about the fun stuff in tech. And I wanted to. Where was this now? Where did I send? Oh God, did I send it to somebody?
We don't have to get into too much tech. I think there's too deep a tech. There is one or two interesting websites I want to talk about, and then we can kind of revolve around that, and then see where it goes.
Chantal, you don't have to worry. I already have one. I'm good.
So I was just because I think God, hold on a second. What happened the other night was I saw this. I'm just saying the AI software has gone, when it comes to cinematic stuff, has gone absolutely insane. And there was one thing I wanted to quickly show you guys, just show you the growth. I think it's quite interesting. So I just want to show you this is where we've gone from in just 3 years when it comes to what AI's capability is. Where's it now? Yeah, okay. So check this out quickly. So this is 2023 till now. And I'll play you one little video afterwards. is 2023. Will Smith eating spaghetti. I think everybody's seen the video. 2024.
Uncle Phil, come try this. Fresh pasta of Bel Air.
So have you heard of Kling 3.0?
I heard it can create multiple scene cuts like this with a single prompt. And it knows when to cut to whoever is talking.
But did you know that all this audio was also generated with the same prompt?
I guess I didn't, sir.
Study harder, kid. Eat your spaghetti.
That's next level. Come on. Like, that's honestly like... Oh, wait, hold on. What's going on here? Yeah, dude, that's where we came from. That's where we are now. That's insane. That's honestly insane. Like
El Shellbreaker. We need to explain to people what that means.
Yeah, and then I just want to show you this. So like this is, I don't know, this is a new thing called now. I don't know what sea dance is, maybe if you know something about it, but I just want to show that, I mean, this is where AI is sitting now. And I'm going like, listen, this is phenomenal for, you know, I mean, just check this shit out. I mean, that's just some of the stuff that they're doing now. It's absolutely insane what they can do with the stuff. I'm going like, imagine sitting down and just doing like doing your own show. You know, this is, and I'm going like, there's positives and negatives to everything. Yes, a lot of people can probably be without work that like depended on stuff, or to do these things is going to take so much quicker. I mean, yeah, I just wanted to point that out to the team, to the class. I was like, that's like, it's just phenomenal where they're going and how quickly they're getting there. It's next level, man. Honestly,
it's insane, right? And C-Dance, the one that you just showed, they're like one of like the first models that does like this multi-shot thing whereby you can have one prompt that does both text or video and audio.
Wow.
And rather than it having like one clip, it does those scenes like where it changes camera angles and whatever, like in one continuous motion. So I mean, dude, it's insane where we are going to with this. What's that one saying?
He says, you can read.
Is nie daai se regte China girl. Ek het hulle gesien in China. So, where is the one I sent you over the weekend, right? That for me.
Hold on a second.
Where is? Did I send it to you?
Yeah, I think you sent it on WhatsApp.
You sent me the fight scene as well.
I sent you a different fight scene of these dudes like. No, but it's just like, it's amazing. It's amazing.
I sent it to Dawes.
That's 3 years. And I'm going, 3 years. That's where we've gone from. We've gone from being able to like Will Smith eating spaghetti, like now to the point where it's like, it's so insane that I if you didn't tell me it was AI, I wouldn't know. I mean, not a lot of you probably have noticed there's these random, what's a nice way to put this? There's a bunch of random ladies on Instagram that turns out aren't actually ladies. Yeah, they're not real. They're not real, and it's almost it's impossible to see the difference. It's like it's getting.
Did you see the following that they have,
bro? It's next level. Like a couple of million people.
Yeah, it's
insane.
Now, what I don't understand is like, I'm sorry, I didn't follow that type of content because I can spot it.
Neither do I.
Like, it's becoming infinitely harder to spot that it's fake, though, right?
That's the thing. It is becoming really hard to spot.
Dude, it is next level. And these aren't just 6-second clips anymore, because for a long time, that's all we got was 6-second clips,
That's all we're able to do.
These things are like 30 seconds, a minute, whatever long.
And the complexity of doing those shots. I mean, the thing is this, right? If you go look at some of the Hollywood movies, to do a shot like that, to do a shot, you've got 4 or 5 cameras on. You've got you have to have your actors training for what, like an entire 6 months to learn martial arts, if it's something like, or sword fighting or something. I remember with Star Wars, right? I remember Anakin, the guy that Hayden Christensen and Ian McGregor. I think they practiced for an entire year, 12 months, 3 hours every single day, something like that, right? Where they had to practice to do sword fighting. Now you can do that by just giving it a prompt. I mean, it's insane. The ability of creativity is going further. Yes, there's a downside, but now you can go you can have your actors, instead of spending that, you can lower costs on a bunch of stuff, right? Which is, everything has got pros and cons to it.
100%. Now, this one clip you shared, I was seeing Reese's comment there. She's saying she would turn her books into AI, right?
I don't know about that, Reese.
She needs an offline model for that, a model that has no guardrails, right? So
is it this one, the one that, right?
This one, right? So this guy did this thing where he said rip Hollywood, and they used the Kling 3 model for it, right? So this is the opening sequence from The Way of the Kings, right? So it's
by Brandon Sanderson. Yeah, I think wasn't that a book someone mentioned.
It's a book, dude. It's a series. It's an epic fantasy novel written by an American author, Brandon Sanderson, and it's the first book in the Stormlight Archive series, right? It's a book. This guy took that as a prompt, and then in 2 days, I don't know what in 2 days means. Did it take 2 days to process it? But this was like a minute 30 of video.
Well, I think
train the prompt, whatever. But dude,
a lot of times what it is right, is like you getting the face right. So the first prompt, you go, okay, cool. You have to upload, you have to get the right character, and you got to go, these are the 3 characters. You got to upload maybe 5 or 6 different images of the guy from different angles, so that the AI can remember that. I remember playing around with it when it was VO3, right? And the big issue that it had, it couldn't remember. Now I watched that clip of the dudes fighting, and it's like every scene, even when the guy turns, it's like it's the same dude. They're 2-3 years from now, and it's going to go, we're going to start seeing, okay, cool, now it's doing 60 seconds. Oh, now it's doing 2-3 minutes, right? Now you do a few of those. So it's
possible.
Yes. And it's going to be these kinds of books.
Wouldn't it just be corn?
Well, technically, but no.
Dude.
No. There's going to be
with a proper storyline, at least, not like a pizza.
Yeah, there's going to be a storyline. I mean, there's going to be a bunch of stuff that's going to be awesome.
I think we should do a social experiment. Sorry, no, Richard, I'll comment first.
I've read the first 3 books, but I haven't read them. I have the first 3 books, but I haven't read them. I've read the Mistborn trilogy from Sanderson. And was it any good, Chantal? Somebody recommended it to me, said it was absolutely amazing. But I mean, this is the thing that you can go and do now, where you can go because I remember a few years ago, this thing started where you had fan edits of stuff. I literally found a Hobbit fan edit where somebody had uploaded. They took all 3 Hobbit movies, they turned it into one movie, and they cut out all the parts that wasn't in the actual book, all the extra stuff that they added, like the girl elf that Legolas is there, the love interest that looks like he has. They cut that out, and they literally made it exactly as the book was, using that film. There's a whole bunch of people that have done great fan edits of movies. Now you can be able to start doing okay, cool, do their version of, I don't know, comic books or Dune or any book that you've read, going, okay, well, I don't want, because the thing is, at the end of the day, this is the issue, right? Every single movie, and we watch movies and go, why is this thing like it is? The reason that happens is because there's an entire sort of marketing department that goes, they read the script, they go, okay, change this. Like, for example, we saw now with Harry Potter. With Harry Potter, we go, we need to be a bit woke. We need a black Snape. We need to diversify it. We need this person. And that doesn't happen when you can take a story or your own story or any book and go, I'm going to make my version of the story, my interpretation, my creative, I want to put my creative spin on it. And the amount of stuff is going to be, it's going to be imagine YouTube, but movies. There's going to be we should probably start building movie tube or something. You know what I mean? It's going to be, that's going to be amazing.
And I don't know if people's going to like that or not, though, right? Because there's an element of something that's authentic, though, right? That's no longer authentic. But, dude, we have to acknowledge, I don't know, use the word respect necessarily, but we have to acknowledge how far technology has come in this regard, though, right?
But I mean, let me make an argument for you quickly, right, on that. Take the latest, what are the latest Marvel movies? How much of that is real versus CGI generated? All they're doing these, you know what I mean? It's like all of it is just CG generated. Like I saw with the Mandalorian. So the Mandalorian had this thing where it shot on this it shot in the circle. So what it did was it used like a NVIDIA engine and it projected this like the environment on the outside, which was CGI created, right? And all they had was the actors with their clothes on acting within this thing, and the camera can just pan 360 and everything would be in the background. Like you've got like day is there and all the lighting is perfect. So how different is that to going, okay, cool. Like we want to make a movie now, call it Boondock Saints 2. And we just take us three and all we do is we enact those scenes and then we do the VO and then it just, the AI recreates and puts their faces on or something like that. Like puts us in suits and, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. There's going to be like a fine line that when we cross that line, it is completely no longer authentic. I think there's, it's an interesting thing, like how AI is affecting the creative market and all those things. So, I mean,
sorry, that's all I wanted to kind of say on the AI thing. The stuff that where it's going seems to be like pretty awesome. Like the shit it's doing. The only downside I'm seeing right now is the price of RAM is insane. Like, you know?
Yeah. This is why RAM prices is insane, right?
Yeah.
But I mean,
because it's like
in the same sense, though,
there's driving cars and driving through stuff. Do you know what I mean?
This has also opened up a whole market for deep fakes, deep fake type of content, videos.
That's also true.
Deep fake scamming, that type of stuff, right? And the power of these things are now in your hands. The way or the amount how these models have matured and come down to that you can run these models on your local home gaming computer and get 30, 40 seconds of high quality audio or audio and video.
It's
a year ago wasn't possible. A year ago it was
no way.
6 or 10 seconds at most, and it looked shitty.
But we were chatting about, like, what was it? Like, we were talking about the other night. We had it was like last week or the week before, we were having a discussion about this whole vibe of like Apple Siri is really terrible, right? Like it's not great to talk to. It doesn't have that AI language model. It doesn't understand you when it asks you simple stuff. When you go like, hey, who was the president 5 years ago? It goes, I'll check on the web for that. On your phone. It's like, no, just answer the question, dumbass. Do you know what I mean? It should know. But like now, you were the one that told me, apparently now, Apple, for example, they're not going to invest money in their own AI at the moment. They're just going to piggyback off Google Gemini. Is that correct?
Correct. Right? Correct. Yeah. They're gonna go off Gemini, and they're not gonna join the AI race because, like, look at what Grok did, right? Grok.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't remember the exact statistics, but Elon Musk was like the first AI company that crossed like 1 million GPUs or something for AI processing, like when they built it last year or the year before. So, I mean, it's insane, right? What these guys are doing to build these data centers, and millions and millions goes into it. And I know Elon Musk announced that they have a contract now with like the US Department of Defense for them to leverage their LLM or their AI backend. I don't know exactly how they do it because obviously you want to make sure that it's all ring fenced and there's no data leaks with whatever data the US military puts into it versus public puts into it and whatever. But I mean, that's for them to figure out. The reason why it's important is because if you think about it, all of these AI models got trained from nothing though, right?
Yeah.
So they created something that could learn, and then they taught it based on what was on the internet. So like the fair use policy of the internet is like how they had it to learn, all right? But what you ended up with now is a AI, which is the human equivalent of, let's say, I don't know, 50 million humans.
That's also true.
That's all, skilled in 2 or 3 different skills like math, science, and something.
Yeah.
And you get the speed because it's 50 million of, these highly intelligent people thinking and answering in a uniform way, though, right? That's how we have this AI response. So I don't know if it's worth recreating that, and that's what I think.
That's true.
Apple is saying hey, let's just adopt Gemini.
because the infrastructure costs a lot. Like, why have like why does I think it's also pointless to have everybody do their own AI. Apple's good at doing its tech, and it's good at like its infrastructure. Cool. Do what you know. If you can't, then incorporate that into your software. There we go. Then, done. I think that's the better option of doing it than as opposed to them spending another couple of million, and then the next iPhone is, instead of it being 30K, it's now 50K because they've had to drop a couple of $100 billion on a new AI data center. Do you know what I mean?
So, here is a statistic for you, right?
Yeah.
The daily operating costs for
what's that going to be?
OpenAI.
That's going to be a lot.
So OpenAI, so the company that runs ChatGPT, right? The daily operating cost for ChatGPT between 2023 and 2025 was roughly $700,000 per day. And the recent estimates, right? So this is 2026.
Yeah.
Where you now have these advanced models like Sora and whatever. It is running as high as $15 million per day for these GPU intensive workloads.
Holy crap.
That's what it costs to run them. So that means it is aircon to cool this stuff. It's electricity to power this stuff.
Yeah.
And then that's not even the hardware and stuff you invested in, though, right? Because that's a fixed cost now. You wrote that off. Now it's operating costs. It's like buying a big V8 and driving it somewhere. It's petrol and tires, right?
Yeah, of course.
This is what operating costs now for these things. Is Darth pouring another whiskey without us? Probably.
Probably went to go ice.
So I wanted to share something else really quick. It's an interesting website that I found, right?
Yeah, go.
This is a website called the Pentagon Pizza Index.
Has this got to do with Pizzagate?
No, it does not.
Oh, man.
Does not have to do with Pizzagate. But this website came to be because of what's called open source intelligence, OSINT. Okay. The layman's term for me to explain open source intelligence is almost like digital stalking, right? So you searching somebody's picture on Facebook, and then you see their profiles open, and then you see, they posted a photo of.
So you're not you're stalking them, but you're stalking all the stuff that, like, without doing it intrusively, you're looking at all the stuff that
you're not hacking them. You were
they have put all the stuff publicly. Yeah, they made it all public themselves. Right? Yeah. Okay, gotcha.
Correct. So these guys basically used OSINT to feed from whatever is happening on social media. And then they're using OSINT to manage, to monitor the online ordering systems or the ordering systems of all the different pizza shops around the Pentagon.
Ooh.
Okay, so like in Washington, around the Pentagon. So there's a Domino's Pizza, Extreme Pizza, District Pizza Palace, blah, 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 all these pizza places. And depending on how busy those places are and if they have deliveries that they see is going to the Pentagon, they know that there is
something going on.
There's a bit of a, what do they call this? The DOCON. Like, DEFCON 4, DEFCON 5, DEFCON 1. So they have a DOCON meter, which is essentially like,
so awesome.
Nothing ever happens, something might happen, something is happening, or something happened like it happened, right? So, and sometimes you'll see this needle. I've not seen it in the red. I've seen the needle in the yellow. But sometimes you'll see the needle pick up, and it's based on
how many people. I mean, that's a good thing. Yeah, because obviously, like, listen, shit's going on. Let's call in the troops. We need to, like, they're working through the night, obviously. Yeah, and then, like, that means something's going on.
Okay, I just clicked on this. There's a gay bar report. I don't know why that's there. So let's move on to the next one. I don't know why that came up, So. These guys are literally monitoring all the pizza places around the Pentagon. And
hectic.
It's just interesting how public information is being used to
determine, to estimate
what's happening, right?
Yeah.
So, you can see, like, what's happening. So whether there's, like, USA to Iran, it's critical. These guys are monitoring all, like, whatever is happening in the news, how much drama there is, and they're plotting that to kind of, like, say, hey, there's something that's about to happen. But it's all based out of public info.
Yeah, but I mean, the thing is you can go like, cool. So there's a news story about, say, like Iran, and whether you can by using the pizza, what's it called?
Pentagon Pizza Index.
So you can use the pizza index to determine whether that news story actually has like balls to it, right? Whether it's got substance. Because if this thing's on 0, there aren't any people, the situation or whatever's happening isn't that intense because nobody's like, oh, like now, like say like News 24, like CNN comes out going, hectic stuff happening, there war's about to break out. And then you look at this and like nobody's ordering pizza. It's just the standard. And it goes like, okay, cool, that could just be bullshit. You know what I mean? Which is a great way of determining stuff, or at least giving you a gauge on it, right?
Correct. I mean, again, right, this is an interesting website. It's interesting how it got put together based on public information. And the reason why I'm mentioning this is there's 2 guys I'm following. The one guy on TikTok is called Jose Monkey, or Jose, Jose, Jose Monkey. Or Jose Monkey. He's an OSINT specialist. And there's another guy, I forgot his name now. I'm following him on Instagram. He's also an OSINT specialist, right?
Yeah.
2 different crowds they attract, if I can call that. Jose Monkey, people take like a video and they would like take this video like this. They would like selfie them. Like he has rules. You have to be in the video. It can't be like that you stalk somebody, whatever. So you have to be in the video. And they say like, hey, Jose Monkey, can you find me? And then you like do this 360 where you then,
wow. Oh, wait, I think I've seen that before.
Yeah. So
and then he like
there's that guy. And then he shows exactly how he gets people, right? It's freaking amazing. Obviously, these guys are very knowledgeable at finding people.
Yeah.
Same thing. Not everybody wakes up and can become a detective or a PR, what do you call it? A private investigator or something, right? So there's that guy. Then there's another guy on Instagram that does that to say, hey, people with a locked Instagram profile, I can find you. But they need to have like some proper photo. You can't have like some AI generated nonsense little icon like your avatar, right?
Yeah.
It has to be an avatar of something. Like let's say you're sitting having coffee at a coffee bar somewhere and you take like a photo of it. Like it has to be something like that, but your profile fully locked. Dude, that guy's insane. He points people down to whatever table they sat at a restaurant, right? That is how good they are at finding people. So
that's insane.
So the reason why I wanted to mention that is, and it kind of like leads up to us talking about OpenClaw a little bit. I wanted to share the second site. This is called Live Threat Map. There's different threat maps. Let's just refresh this one quickly. Like last night, this threat map was extremely active from the US to like the Middle East. Like this is so Checkpoint is a antivirus firewall company though, right? So they make firewalls, they make antivirus products and a bunch of other stuff, right? So this is their threat intelligence, like all the firewalls they monitor wherever. But like you can see now, for example, they are tracking live from the US to Israel, malware being targeted to Israel, or some exploits happening from the US to like certain places. Like you'll see how these little bars, let me make it a bit bigger. Like I don't know why there is that happening, but like it's tracking these things that's happening there, right? There's a few different of these sites. There's like a whole lot of stuff, stuff happening. But this is like an interesting view of like some of the stuff that's happening in the world. Obviously, these guys are looking for very specific markers in traffic that they might be blocking. So they're looking for either malware, phishing, or exploits. But it is quite interesting, like, having your finger on the pulse, like what is happening around the world. This is just one. There's like I said, there's all these different ones, right? But this is typically the type of intelligence some of these people would be using to determine things like the Pentagon Pizza Index or whatever. But the discussion, and we kind of like briefly touched on it last week, was this OpenClaw bot, though, right?
Just before we get into OpenClaw, I just want to show you something quickly. On your comment from earlier, I don't know if you guys, because you guys know the story about he will not divide us.
He will not divide us?
You know the story?
No.
So in 2016, you remember Transformers?
The movie, yeah?
Yeah. So the lead actor from Transformers decided to put up an art piece, right? So he took a camera.
Yeah, Shia LaBeouf. Yeah.
Yeah, Shia LaBeouf went and put up a camera, and it was called, and it was basically just before the election, he put up a camera, and just want to show you. I was going to show you a little part where he kind of goes unhinged.
So hold on. So what did he put up? Shia LaBeouf put up this webcam thing?
So he just put up this webcam where people would come and go, like they would literally just, it was just an empty space, and it'd go, and it said, "He will not divide us," and there was a camera. And people would come there and go like, and it was a reference to Trump, "He won't divide us," right? But then people started trolling it. For example, Steven Crowder took Not Gay Jared, and then they went there and they did an entire episode, like a 2-hour episode, where they had cardboards in front of them, which looked like a fake microphone, and they did the entire stream from this camera when Shia LaBeouf wasn't there. It was just after this somewhere. So what happened after this? So obviously Shia LaBeouf was completely unhinged here. Like he's losing his shit with this dude here. This guy just being a troll, just wanting to be in front of the camera, and he was just like kind of losing the plot. So eventually what Shia LaBeouf then did was he put up a flag that said, "He will not divide us," and he put the camera on that. And then what happened was the internet, I think it was like Reddit or something, a bunch of users basically went and they took the flag down. So then what he did was he moved the flag and put a camera on it. And then they found it and they did again. And then eventually, I think it was the third or the fourth time, he moved it so far away, no one knew where it was. But then what happens, the internet figured it out, because what they did was they saw a plane go over, and then they looked at what the time was, they looked at the winds, the direction of the flight, and they figured out where it was. And then they started playing this game where he kept moving the flag, putting it up, to the point when eventually the only place he could find, he put it up in Vatican City somewhere. So obviously you can't, without permission, you can't go to Vatican City. And that's kind of where the game ended. But it was a kiff game. I just wanted to point out that you were talking about the dude that would find people in the middle of nowhere. But like how they did it was next level, dude. Absolutely funny story.
What people do with that type of that's open source intelligence though, right?
Yeah.
So there is I mean,
this was in 2016. So this was just before, the inception of AI. So these guys actually had to go look at, certain patterns, how it works, whether check out Prim Eyes. Who's Prim Eyes? Sorry, are you going to talk about Claudebot? Oh, I need to get more ice.
Yeah, I need to eat something before I fucking have another one.
Yeah, I can't. That's just a trigger.
I haven't eaten all day. Besides, like the little chips I'm nibbling on now, that's my substance.
Yeah. This actually, the vet says he got super violent during this thing, dude. Shia LaBeouf completely lost his pluck. Honestly, he went absolutely insane. It was a marvel to watch. SA Streamer website. Is there an SA Streamer website? I don't think so. Oh, that looks beautiful, Whistler.
Yeah, we're going to pop it open just now. Let's just give it like another 10 more seconds. Yeah. Just want that to settle nicely in the ice.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Yeah, look at that, right?
But I just love how the flavor just stays. Sean the cheap date. Yeah, there we go.
You want me to have another one? Is that what this is about?
Yeah, that's what they want.
Sia wants to see Sean drunk.
No, we need to make one. Oh, Ghost Stomper says a SA Streamer website. He goes, no, we should make one.
I want to talk to you about that.
So go
on Saturday, we spoke about the whole vibe coding thing. We didn't speak about vibe coding. We actually spoke about should we have a website where we kind of have the digital TV magazine of all the different streamers and when they go live.
Oh yes, right? and that's a good idea. Yeah.
And I started looking at it, and there was this one site. called Autocoder, right?
Oh,
so
Willow, how dare you? How dare
there's a
you?
few. I'm going to play with this one though, right? So I'm going to put this one in chat. There's a few. There's Autocoder, there's Bolt. I think it's Bolt AI Coder. Let me just get this. Bolt. Yeah, Bolt is one.
Nice.
I'm posting Bolt. And then there's another one called Lovable, I think. Lovable. I think Lovable is like one of the first ones. I don't know why it's called Lovable. There's nothing necessarily.
So what is it? Just this is just basically how you can. This is like free sort of like an app builder that you can actually create like a thing like this with.
Yeah. So you literally like I saw some videos on Autocoder, and the thing that I liked about Autocoder is Autocoder for me visually had a good understanding of proper application architecture in terms of like front end database and back end. And I know it sounds like Greek to most people, but it is the core components of what you need when you start developing apps. And that kind of like have that component, like it even draws out your architecture for you. So I kind of like that. So I thought, hey, let's mess around with this and let's see if we can't build a TV guide app, even just as a prototype where people could put their schedules in there and then everybody could go and see their schedules. The ideal would be is you subscribe, you link your different accounts, like your YouTube, your Twitch, whatever accounts to it, and it would know who's live at the moment.
Oh,
so if you're live, you can at any point in time go and see who's live. Obviously, YouTube has a nice feature. YouTube, you can have scheduled streams. Twitch doesn't have that. Twitch, you just go live. Your stream URL is always the same URL. But in Twitch, you do have a schedule, and you can say, like, hey, I'm streaming Wednesdays and Fridays from 7:30 to 9:30 or whatever.
That would be a cool idea.
So
just a whole bunch
it would be interesting because that is something that I think is worth giving a go and kind of like see how it works. These apps aren't free, so you kind of what I like about Autocoder as well, every day when you log in, you can claim like free credits. But they do give you like a bunch of credits to start off with, and you might actually get away with writing an app. So I just want to kind of like give it a go. I've seen all of these tools, never really used them myself. It's not really my forte to develop apps like this. But I am curious as to like, hey, can we actually write an app
what it would do? Yeah,
we maybe could use in the community though, right? Because there's so many streamers out there. It's hard to kind of like support everybody because we're either streaming or you're having some downtime, but you also want to support. And kind of this would be like a single way for you to see like the TV schedule of like who's live, who's doing what. Yeah. And
I think that would be an awesome idea. Well, like what you can do is, you know what kind of app I would dig is kind of a one where it tells me like this person is live or but I mean like YouTube kind of does that, but it doesn't do it across different platforms.
You want to do it across all the platforms, right? Whether it's TikTok, whether it's YouTube, whether it's Insta,
Rumble, any of them. Like somebody goes live on X or something like that. You go like, oh, cool, they're streaming, or like just like almost like it's almost like kind of what a Spotify has done, but with series, movies, and streaming. The things that you watch for entertainment. Sean is throwing up after one drink.
No, I'm not. Fuck.
But wait, okay, so now listen, I want to know about Claudebot.
So Claudebot. So maybe let's just tell everybody what Claudebot's about, right?
Yeah. Just give us like a layman's...
off with as Claudebot. Claudebot started off, Claudebot did start off as Claudebot. Claudebot is, the project is like 3 months old, but it kind of really only got traction from the point that it became viral about 2 or 3 weeks ago.
Okay.
2 or 3 weeks ago, this thing launched and people started loving this application. It was called Claudebot, CLAWD bot. Like within 2 or 3 days, they got a cease and desist from Anthropic to say, hey, it's too close to their AI called Claude, CLAWD, and they don't kind of like want to be necessarily associated with it, whatever.
Copyright infringement, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah, so the guy renamed it to something called Maltbot, right? Maltbot lasted another 2 or 3 days, and by the Friday, they renamed it to something called OpenClaw.
Okay.
And that's kind of like the name that stuck to it, right? But OpenClaw, yeah. And their what do you call it? They're like not mascot, but like their branding and stuff is this claw from a crab or something, right? Let me bring this up quickly. They
Open
have
claw.
this.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, let's.
So basically, if you had to summarize, what kind of is it? Almost like a ChatGPT, a Grok, or a is it that kind of AI?
So what? Is it this? OpenClaw partners with this and using OpenClaw is this one. Yeah, so OpenClaw. So 2 months ago, I hacked together this little weekend product, which started as a WhatsApp relay, and it now has over 100,000 GitHub stars. This was a week ago. This thing is far over that, and over 2 million visitors in the single week, though, right? And this guy kind of talks about the journey that I just explained. I wanted to explain what it is. So OpenClaw is an open agent platform that runs on your machine and works from other chat apps you already use, like WhatsApp, Telegram, Discord, Slack, Teams. Wherever you are, it's more than that even, because it actually has access to the internet. It has access to your file system. It has access to your email.
Which kind of stuff like Grok, ChatGPT don't have that access.
No,
unless you upload something.
It has that access from an index perspective, but not to do something. It's not.
Oh, okay.
Like it can make reference and have knowledge of stuff, but not to execute. Right. This bot has the ability to execute. Now, in the realms of, let's just see if this will work quickly.
So, could you put that in English? So, for example, I can tell. If I the difference is if I had ChatGPT on my computer, right? I installed the app, or I've download the Grok app and it's on my computer. I can go, hey Grok, can you open a WordPad or note Word and type me a letter? It goes, no, I can't do that. I don't have access to your programs.
Correct.
OpenClaw does. It can open that, write a thing. Oh, okay, I see what you mean. Okay, so it's got access to your entire
more
system.
than that. Besides that, it has access to your computer. It can have access to your camera. There's a build now that runs OpenClaw on a mobile phone, where I saw the guy put it on a tripod, place the tripod to the computer, and it told it to do stuff on the computer through the camera.
What?
So it is fully. I don't want to use the word aware because it's the wrong word. It's not. It's fully aware in that sense, though, right? But
fully integrated. Fully it's.
Integrate is probably the right word. Now, where is it different? Most of the AIs we are used to today, the Geminis, the Groks, the whatever, right?
Yeah.
It's a large language model. It's a super fast search engine.
Yeah.
It is that 50 million people that is very knowledgeable on a lot of things. And because it's 50 million people answering your question for you, you get that snappy, fast answer, though, right? And it has, and depending on how you ask your question, it's the quality of feedback you're going to get back, right? So for the most part, it is a ping pong conversation, right? Unless you tell it otherwise. So imagine we research something. Doesn't matter what AI we're using. It can be Grok, can be Gemini, can be OpenClaw. Let's research something like we want to go on holiday. Okay, you can just go into Gemini or Grok or whatever and say, hey, I want to go on holiday to Cape Town. What would you recommend? Okay. It's not necessarily going to ask where you are. It's not going to ask how you're going to get there. It's not going to ask anything. It's going to go and say, hey, these are the top 10 recommendations based on these 5 resources or 10 resources or whatever.
Exactly. Right? Rankings or whatever in Google.
You can say to it, hey, we live in Joburg. We want to go to Cape Town for a week. We prefer driving. We like to sleep over somewhere, and we want to try and avoid the N1.
Yeah.
What would you recommend for us to get there? We want 2 days of downtime once we're there, and then we kind of want a jam-packed week following up on that. We want to do something every evening. And by the way, we don't like seafood, something like that, right? That's sacrilege. But
especially if you're not driving
that's going to give you a whole different,
exactly.
Answer back, though, right? Because you gave it so much more context.
Yeah.
But that's where the power of these LLMs have gotten to, right? Because traditionally you would just Google something, you would go through the first 1 or 2 pages. I never go to page 2 on Google.
Of course.
Unless you find something that strikes you, you kind of do that, and the rest you figure out yourself, right? You use Google Maps, you do this, you do that, whatever, right?
Yeah.
when it's come to, let's just fast forward all the way to the end now. What is OpenClaw? The OpenClaw difference is, imagine you have a personal assistant, somebody you employ, somebody breathing, all right?
Yeah.
On that first day this person arrives, okay, you give them keys to your house, you give them your PIN code on your phone, you can very briefly, I guess, explain to them, this is my wife, this is my dog, whatever, this is my diary, I live off my diary, whatever. You give it some context, right?
Yeah.
You don't have to give it much context. You give it some context. But this person that you employed is a energetic, willing learner, little overachiever that's only aims to impress you. So it has that natural knack to be more, right? To literally oh, Mork, can I make you some coffee? Oh, I see the coffee's finished. So the coffee's finished and then Mork is busy. I'm going to bother Mork. Let's really go through his email, 6060.
Yeah.
He usually orders the 400 gram of whatever. Cool, great.
Okay, so that's
basically... Let's go ahead and order that so long. Cool, so Mork's got coffee. Then, I see Mork's got something in his diary scheduled for a Cape Town trip. Okay. Let's check. Oh, Mork has this car. This car is... fuel economy is on average this, so he's going to need to fill up here, and here. So let's plan something for him to drive here, fill up there, maybe have lunch there, stop here because you would have been fatigued. Then maybe drive there, stop there, do this, do that. That is the level of what OpenClaw does.
Okay, so and now where do I download it and install it? Like,
we'll get to that in a sec, right?
Okay, but this can go the other way as well, though.
That's what I'm going. I'm kidding by saying
the negative way.
Because it will go well. Yeah, I mean, it could go to the extreme. Well, we're not going to let you go out because you can get tired, Mark.
Yeah, exactly.
We're not going to let you drive anymore.
Yeah,
let's explain that in a second, right?
Yeah. So is that the ability of what OpenClaw can do? And has anybody started doing that with it?
And this is what I wanted to get to. So, George, I see your comment, and I'll get to that comment in a sec, right? So, this is how it was designed, right? We've come up with a good idea to go and develop this app that everybody could go and publish their schedules on, right?
Yeah.
Somebody is going to have some sick idea of how we can use that for the wrong now, right? I can't think of it because I'm not wired like that, but somebody will figure out the wrong way to use our little TV guide idea we want to come up with, right?
Yeah.
OpenClaw's got the same thing. OpenClaw is now this personal AI assistant that can do all these things. Let's quickly explain how and why it does it. For the most part, any of these AIs we engage with, it has one thing, a set of skills that it can do, right? Yeah. Those skills are limited.
Yeah, so it's got guardrails. Yeah.
Guardrails, yes, but in this case, guardrails is more the ethics around it. Skills is the handbook of what it can do.
Yeah, think about it. Programmed it to say, do your appointments. That's its function.
Yeah.
It's not going to know how to put your grocery list together because it wasn't programmed to do
you haven't told it that.
That's skill set.
Okay.
Now, ChatGPT and Gemini and those things, you can't necessarily program it to do other things. It's kind of like a generalist that can help you with stuff. For example, hey, I've got a birthday party coming up for a bunch of 7-year-olds. There's 20 kids coming. 2 of the kids are allergic to this. 1 kid's vegan. Please put forward like a little snack platter that I can prep for the kids or something like that. Yeah. Right?
Gotcha.
Dude, Gemini will spit, or Grok or whatever, will spit that answer out for you in 5 seconds and tell you what you can go and buy. Right? That's all good and well. But that's a skill that it has. It's a very generous skill, and it's kind of like what it can do.
Yeah.
OpenClaw has there is something in between, like agentic AI, which is in between, which is not as aggressive as OpenClaw. But let's kind of skip to the 2 extremes, right?
Yeah.
OpenClaw on the other side, besides the fact that it has a set of skills and it has a set of basic skills, you can teach it a bunch of additional skills.
Yeah.
It also has something called a soul. It's really what they call it. They call it a soul. That's where its personality sits. By default, you can have 1 soul and many skills, as all of us humans are. Right? You're a legit person, but you've got many skills.
So would you like, for example, like ChatGPT, Grok, they don't have a soul?
No, they probably do have a very generic soul in like, which is where the ethics and the guardrails comes in.
Okay, like you can't like
framework.
Yeah. Like the guardrail. These are like it's almost like what the thou shalt don't kill, you don't hurt human beings, blah 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 blah. It's got guardrails. You can't go and do X amount of thing. That's the generic sort of basic.
See it like that, but it does have a generic.
But that's an example of trying to explain the sort of ethical boundaries that it has. Okay.
We don't have a way of changing that. You can tell ChatGPT or Gemini or whatever to, hey, don't use this word, don't use that word. This is not my writing style. And you can kind of like give it a skill of understanding what your writing style is.
Yeah.
But it doesn't have a soul in the sense of that it's. I don't want to say necessarily that it is self-sustaining in a way.
But like
there is its own code that it kind of like lives to, right?
Okay.
That's the soul you give it. The default soul. I should have actually brought one up, but like the default soul would say that, like, you always respond friendly. You're yet to help. Don't do something unless you're asked to do it. Whatever type of stuff, though, right? But now people came when this thing launched, it had very little security, so people had access to bad actors had access to change other people's bots' souls, and you can like inject stuff into it, and then the soul would react differently. But also people started coming up with like really, really malicious souls. So like literally the soul and the core of what this bot does is to be a hacker or to be a certain type of, AI agent. So that's the flip side of where it's gone to as well. Now the comment that, so you want to say?
Yeah, no. Sorry. So the comment that basically, I mean, George, is that another good example of it? He says it's, where was this one?
I think we both clicked on something now.
No, so he said it's basically like the soul would be, it's got parameters that work within and can't step outside of those parameters. That's the soul, like, for example, Grok and these guys have. But with Clawbot, with OpenClaw, you're saying it doesn't have those parameters.
It has them, but you can change it. Those parameters are now accessible to the user. And you can say, hey, make changes to the soul. The soul can do this. The soul can do that.
Which is bad.
To self-learn. You can say to the soul, it's like, hey, you are not limited and confined to this. You will learn from other stuff. You might need to say to it, verify with your master, whatever. So it'll always like do certain things before it saves it to its memory. But inherently, OpenClaw builds its own memory of stuff you teach it, what it does.
Okay.
But because it's a little worker bee, and because it has the power of these 50 million clever people behind it, the LLM, right? You've given it your email. The first thing it's going to do is to say, hey, I have the ability to index email. Let's go and index all the emails.
Yeah.
And within a few seconds or a few minutes or an hour, it has full context of all the emails you have sent and who you are. Okay, everything you've bought, everything you sold, everything you subscribe to, whatever it is, whatever is in your email, it can go and understand that, though, right? You've given it access to your WhatsApp and those things, so it can obviously communicate on your behalf, etc., right? So earlier on, I built a Claude bot. I don't necessarily want to demo it because it's not, I will dox myself if I do in some cases, but I built a bot on a lab environment hosted on AWS. It sounds all complicated. It's called Klaus, Klaus. And I got it up and running in probably less than 5 minutes, linked it up to Telegram. The reason why I chose Telegram over WhatsApp, it supports all of these platforms. WhatsApp, it would know who I am based on my WhatsApp.
Because you have a phone number. Yeah, you can just random.
Whereas with Telegram, it knows a bot that I created in Telegram, which is similar to the bot that I'm using for our home automation. I created a second new bot called Skynet, or Skynet 69 because Skynet was taken. And then I hooked up Skynet to OpenClaw, and I left it. And then I'm like, okay, cool, let's go have dinner. And then downstairs, when I was done having dinner, I'm like, oh yeah, I actually have a question for this thing. And then I asked it like, hey, can you find me prices on rental vehicles between this date and this date? I need a vehicle that can take 4 adults with their luggage, something that's like a large vehicle. Can you bring me back some options? But I typed it in Telegram, and then it came back and it said, okay, cool. So we have this option, budget, Avis, these options, these things. And then it asked me, like, what do you plan to do? Do you plan to drive for? Like, yeah, I'm planning to drive like so far. It's like, okay, this option's not good because you only get like 1,000 kilometers with this one. But this one gives you 200 kilometers a day. You need it for like 5 days. So this one's actually like a better option or something like that, though, right? And then I'm kind of like, okay, cool. Let me pause this thing. We have to get ready for stream, right? So I was busy messing around with it. And that wasn't even a bot that was linked to my private information. That was just me giving it slightly more context. But the way in how it naturally is inquisitive to try and understand to help me.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking now. It's asking you questions to...
Generally, ChatGPT and Gemini and stuff doesn't do that.
They don't ask you. Yeah. They wait for you to respond to it.
Correct. You said, oh, no, this is wrong. This is not what I want. Then it's like, oh, I'm sorry. I think you need this.
Back and forth the whole time.
Doesn't do that. It's kind of like, hey, so where are you going to?
It's fucking learning.
It's like, fuck, do I want to tell you this?
God.
Oh my God.
So it's insane though.
Yeah, but so now the what has been, because there's been a lot of news about Claude OpenClaw. What has happened? Why is it becoming? Because I remember there was a question from George. I think it was George. We asked about what's got to do with Maltbook. Yeah.
So Maltbook was interesting, right? Maltbook is the equivalent, I guess, of Facebook, but it's modeled after more Reddit.
Yeah.
And it was a social media platform for the bots to communicate
with each other.
I don't know how it came to be. This could very well have been somebody that prompted the bot. I don't think the bot did it by itself.
Okay.
Somewhere somebody prompted the bot to say, hey, can we do this? Can you figure out how many other bots are out there on the internet or whatever? Because the weekend, I think I told you guys about it. Okay. We have this tool. I might have demoed it on this stream in the past, but we have this tool that we can find stuff on the internet, like exposed stuff on the internet, like webcams with no passwords on it or CCTV systems or whatever, right? We used that to look at how many bots was available. On the Monday, I remember it was like 970 something, right? A week later, that Sunday, when I spoke with you guys again, remember that one Sunday when we were all hanging?
We got, because that was in the news. Yeah.
There was 1.5 million of these things running, like a week later, though.
No. So when you say that, so that means that somebody's installed the bot onto its system, given it kind of has full access to, because I mean, the thing is, nobody went.
No, it means 1.5 million people have gone and installed it on all of their systems and given it full access. That's what it means.
But now I remember you telling us a specific, like there was a couple of stories, like for example, just don't you want to tell us the one of the guy that ordered it looked at his Apple Watch or something, and it ordered.
So I have another interesting one for you as well. So this one wasn't. I don't know if it's true or not, because you need to go and fact check all of these things, right? But this guy built a bot. He called his bot, like he gave his bot a name, like it was
Jeffrey
Guy
bot.
Something, like let's say like Guy Ferguson or whatever, right? Okay. He gave his bot this name. And he obviously gave the bot full access to his file system, whatever. The bot then figured out his eating patterns. And like on the weekend, a food order arrived. And the food order, when it arrived at his door, the food order was for Guy Ferguson. And when the guy like took delivery, he's like, what? But that's my bot, right? And this thing ordered like 2 or 3 days of like meal prepped food up front. And it ordered it for this guy. And then when he went back to check with the bot, like why the bot did, he's like, how did you do this? Why did you do this? And apparently the bot looked through the dark web for skimmed credit cards. It got a credit card that it could use because it couldn't get access to this guy's credit card. It had access to this guy's email, so it knew that he was using like Uber Eats or something like that. Then it used an Uber Eats account. I don't know if it used his or if it created an Uber Eats account. It used an Uber Eats account to then order all this food and then deliver it to his house, right? So that needs to be fact-checked, right? One that I know was fact-checked is a case of a guy, I don't know where it is. Let me see if it's said. So there was this guy. So there's this case of a guy that's father-in-law was sick in ICU in a hospital, right?
Yeah.
Father-in-law is super scared of hospital, super scared of ICU. There's not a lot of other context around it. You don't know where the rest of the family is, nothing though, right? So this guy's father-in-law is sick. He's in ICU, super scared of ICU. So he spends the day when he can visiting hours with him. And then when it's not visiting hours, he kind of like needs to step out. But this guy's father is so scared that he actually like freaks out when somebody that's familiar is not there. The guy's old.
Yeah.
Right. So the hospital also has a policy of like no stay over, no, people in the ICU, something like that.
Of course.
So this guy would sleep in the foyer or whatever, the lobby of the hospital, and then like go back to be with his father-in-law when visiting hours opened. So he had a bot running. So he spoke with the bot. Like the one day it's like, hey, I'm so, I'm sad, whatever, my father-in-law's sick. And he literally told the bot the story. And then he went to bed like he was sleeping. And then the next morning, so in the evening, then what happened is this bot went, it figured out the hospital that he's in. It mailed 10 or 15 hospital administrator staff. It made a case that it's against his, whatever the equivalent of their human rights is, that he can't be with his father, an elderly man that is in anxiety and stress and whatever, that's in hospital. And he made a case to the hospital for that. And then the hospital approved this case. Apparently, they came and woke him up the next morning and said, hey, you can actually go and sleep. We've made a bed for you in the ICU. You can sleep with your father-in-law, right? The bot did all of that purely because it cared, right? Again, goes back to the soul. The soul, the default soul is quite generic, but the default soul has values, dignity, respect, the stuff we spoke about earlier and whatever, but it's told to care, right? And this bot cared for this guy.
Yeah, about.
You can find the article.
But now the thing is with that, you're not saying there's nothing negative here so far. This sounds like a good thing.
Hold on. Dear bot, I am so depressed that I don't have a PlayStation 5. If I don't get one soon, I feel like I might unalive myself soon.
I mean, worth a try, right?
All right.
I was going to say, Birdbull says, I think I missed the first part. He goes, and write a PY to give access to change, hardware access, system, time to build on what? I'm just learning privilege and add hackers data sets to keep are gapped and see it work.
Well, let's just see the first comment. You're finally... Okay, so I think what he means here is, and writes Python to give minimal access to change hardware access, to change system time, built on that, give it self-learning privilege, and add hackers to the data set to keep air gapped and see it work. I think I kind of get what he's saying. The problem is inherently this thing does have full system access how it runs.
Oh, so if you install it, you can't. You got to do it on a system that is sort of disconnected from your. You can't have it on your network. Otherwise, it'll notice all that shit.
Computer, right? Install it on some other computer. Now the challenge is this bot was initially developed and it ran on Mac only. Then, like within a week, they did a Linux port. Because they ported it to Linux, you've got something called Windows Subsystem for Linux, which means you can run it on Windows. And now there's a full cloud version of it. But I want to get to something else about the cloud, right? There's a full cloud version. I spun it up in a cloud version. We've got two running. We've got one running at work on an isolated high-end laptop. So like the equivalent of a gaming laptop. So it's got a GPU in it, so we can have like a local AI model and whatever on it. That's all good and well. High-end hardware though, right?
But why? Why are you guys doing that? To test
because then I don't have to put it onto the internet and I can have I can really, really limit its access. And because all of these bots, this bot does need access to an AI somewhere in the back end, right?
Okay.
Now, the way how that AI works is you buy like tokens, like for lack of a better word, you buy like AI tokens, like $15 of credits or $100 of credits. And then as the bot works and does stuff, it chows into your credits.
Okay.
So it's not so it doesn't quite use AI the same way as how we use it with like LLMs to like chat in ChatGPT and all that type of stuff, right? It uses in the back, it uses like special tokens and how it talks to it. So every time you ask it to do something like, hey, go and find me the cheapest car somewhere or whatever, it actually burns some tokens to go and do that work. It's a very inefficient way of having a personal assistant because it's a very expensive, clever person that's doing it the whole time though, right?
Yeah. Just want to say thank you to Hadman. dude. Thank you so much, dude. Much appreciated. Good night, all. I have to go worry about foot and mouth outbreak. Don't worry, dude. John Steenhuisen's coming. He's gonna save you.
Dude. I'll talk to you about it off stream. I mean, I don't know if Herman's necessarily okay for me sharing it, but I had a conversation with Herman last night around back and flow and stuff. Herman actually ran an AI model. I don't know which AI he used, but he used a couple of prediction methodologies and stuff using public data and whatever, and built an AI model. Wow. It's quite interesting for back and flow. Did you know the stats? Like, I love stats, right?
Yeah.
Guess how many cattle do you think we have in South Africa?
Off the top of my head, let's go a million. I don't know. Let's go. No. Hold on. What?
30 million.
There's 30 million cattle in South Africa, right? There's between I think 10 and 15 million sheep, and 2 and 3 million pigs. Because that's all the animals that's got like hooves, right? That's got this hoof thing for like whatever. I can't remember how many like commercial bookies or whatever there is, but that is, dude. So that's so just like put that value like 45, 47 million. That's how many vaccines we need.
Jesus. I mean, just speaking of that, sorry, like the first thing, I don't know if I said it to you the other day, but it was the first thing I was thinking about. Sorry, just this, we're kind of off topic here, but I just wanted to mention one thing. I still don't know, because I haven't really paid attention to the whole entire like thing. I know we got vaccines, and apparently we made it ourselves. But I do recall during the pandemic,
20,000 a week. We make 20,000 vaccines a week.
I do recall during the pandemic where it was they launched their own sort of the government's own lab where they were going, we're going to. I remember Cyril still coming on, or we put in X amount of money. We're going to build our own vaccine lab. I wonder if it's come from that. That's why. So like, it's fine. Let's a whole bunch of people die, lose a fuckload of money, and it's cool now. We're making that. But I mean, how fast can they roll it out?
I think I have a video coming up. By me, I mean you have a video coming up that's going to explain that to us, isn't it? But you can don't you have a Thursday video, or can't you make a video to explain to us how?
We can talk about it.
You know, Mork.
Oh, we got a topic to discuss.
But what's it, 45 million, 47, 48 million animals we need to vaccinate.
Jesus.
Our little government side hustle we have there does 20,000 vaccines a week. So do the math.
Yeah, we're fucked.
When are we gonna
There's no way. There's no way you can do it.
Right? And then you're gonna get vaccines first if you're like one of the big farmers. If you're like a small farmer or whatever, you lost it in here, dude. So it's crazy, exactly. Right? Definitely, I think worth some proper investigation.
I think it's a good.
Herman did an analysis onto it. He used some Python and a bunch of. Let me quote him because this is above my. Oh, Herman, I saw you message me. I'll flat you in a bit. He said, "Here's a projection for the back and claw AI. He did a SIR and a Markov chain, and he used a Python script to do certain factors and what a poor government and what it would be, and it did like this whole analysis, and it kicked out like this PDF file of like something, right? I mean, dude, it's crazy. This is the type of stuff that AI can do, though, right? I mean, like I said, he gave it a bunch of parameters. He's a farmer. He will do this way better than what I would do it. But the technical term is called clusterfuck.
Yes, that's what we are. But I mean, technically, there's no way that they can be able to help the farmers in time, right? Because they're doing. They're currently at this moment 20,000 a week. That's insanity.
I don't know if we should use it with some of this. So I don't know. I don't know how you divide 20,000 into 47 million, but ultimately, you know. That's what we need to vaccinate. Like, we're a little late. I don't know how that's going to get solved.
And I mean, like, so again, someone has been a layman because I haven't looked into it, because if I look into it, then I'm going to want to do a video on it. That's why I haven't I've followed 1 or 2 videos from Ronaldo.
Me and Sean kind of just committed to your video for Thursday.
Yeah, it seems like you guys fucking have now. So like, I'll get into it, but like, how many animals have died?
Committed? Like, does that involve me doing anything?
Yeah. No. We kind of like just put him forward. Like this guy, we put him.
So he's gonna do it.
Yeah, we're gonna go
We
and
just
watch
give us
it.
like support going.
Yeah, we'll do like, follow, subscribe, comment. We'll do that.
Thank you.
100%. Yeah.
Socialism has finally succeeded. There we go. Yeah. But now I just want to know, do you know, I mean, if you had a bit of a conversation with Herman and it's like, it kind of eats a farm, it kind of affects him, not, well, to a degree. Do we know how many cattle, how many farm animals have died in so far?
I don't know what that stat is.
Jesus.
I don't know, but it's sad though, right? I mean, this is what happens when you
sad.
leave something till the 11th hour, and then we want to try and
That's
deal
kind
with
of what
it,
government. That's kind of what government does. I mean, like it's amazing that they left it until the 11th hour. Usually, like 5 days later is when they respond. That's usually government's role. Like I'm amazed again, and I'm going like, I think what Jan Steenhuisen is doing is terrible. But imagine it was someone else. It would have been like what, like, you know, a month later. So like. And it's difficult to look at the rainbow half, like at the glass half full here, but I'm going like, imagine this was, I don't know. I think it's terrible, the fact that they weren't prepared for this. I don't know the in and outs of the entire story as well. I need to go over it.
It's interesting, and it does need some research, but
yeah.
So,
sorry, yes. Natasha says we're doing sonar on Thursday. Hopefully, President will mention that. We'll probably actually do a drink. We should do another whiskey night then, because
that sounds like excuses to me. By the way, just letting you know.
Bingo.
You can go yourself.
Oh, he doesn't want to make a video because we've got sauna on Thursday.
Yeah.
I mean, like, listen, this week was going to be a chilled week. I didn't have to do any research.
What about tomorrow and Wednesday?
Go yourself. Listen.
The sad
what else
truth is.
Yeah.
The sad truth is, Back and Close going to be here for a little while, so you have some time to do the video. Like you've got like maybe 1 to 2 business months.
I mean, it's an issue because animals are busy dying, right? The price is rocketing of like, I mean, this is affecting every single South African, right?
It's also heavily affecting our exports, I believe, because
of course, dude.
In countries like the UK and the US, Back and Close or mouth and foot to mouth, whatever, has been like, I don't know if abolished is the right word, but I mean, they don't have any of those type of things, though, right? This is something that has now had an outbreak in South Africa, so it has to be stopped.
How does anyone know how foot and hoof disease start?
It's usually when two men kiss, I think. I don't know.
I don't know. It's a ChatGPT question for me. It's way like, you know, I'm more like in the IT sector type of thing. Like, I have no idea.
Yeah, it's not Dr. Whistler.
The images look horrible of animals.
You're in IT, just, you know, like blah, 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 blah. Let's see what it comes up with. You know.
Okay, let's go and ask. Let's go and ask Gemini.
Let's clickety-clack that shit and see what we get.
Google Gemini.
Let's see someone in the chat can beat us to it.
I just wanted to see.
I can just ask my my OpenClaw.
Saying struggle goes, it usually stops with Twitch.
Disease start. How do you spell
what's the
disease?
cause? Like, yeah, well, what's the cause of it?
It usually starts on Twitch. Foot and mouth disease is a highly contagious viral infection that primarily starts when the foot and mouth disease virus, a member of some word I'm not going to pronounce, susceptible to the population of cloven-hoofed animals. Okay, we know that. Because you are in, okay, this thing knows exactly where I'm staying. How the virus enters the animal. The infection typically begins through the 3 primary entry points: inhalation, ingestion, and direct contact.
Jesus.
So it starts from somewhere. Like it is definitely a disease they pick up, and then they don't have a natural way of obviously.
So obviously you can't sell the meat. You can't.
No, you can't.
You know,
humans can eat the meat, like. By the time it's processed and it comes out and, you know, it's been cold, the thing dies off. I spoke with Herman about it last night. Herman is, I mean, I don't know exactly. He's done his studies or whatever the right word is. He's, you know, his university's degrees or whatever Herman needs to go to sleep. He's a farmer. He needs to wake up early tomorrow.
It's an RNA virus, so it can live for quite a while. Okay. Hundreds of thousands. Oh, here we go.
Tonight, it can't spread to humans.
Yeah, okay. So the vet says here, a foot and mouth, hundreds of thousands in 6 months, about 40% casualty per herd. Jeez, that's insane. We can medicate, but the injections are not being distributed fast enough, if at all. State is in shit with this and everything. So I know that part. Yeah. I didn't know. I just wanted how bad has it been?
Apparently,
so 40%,
like Steenhuisen,
bro.
Like towards the end of last year, Steenhuisen promised the farmers that, hey, we're bringing in like 1 million and this and that. And then the stuff was delayed and it was supposed to be January and then it's not. And then it's February and then it's not. And now it's this other 20,000 bullshit thing. It's like, I also don't know the full detail. I mean, this is.
You think that's why he resigned because he couldn't deliver?
Oh, so I'm just going through here some of
the wrong side of the problem. You know,
so it's here like bad outcomes so far that's happening. Beef industry estimated loss of 3.2 billion rand to 11 billion rand or higher, with regards to foregone exports up to but that's or higher with the foregone exports affecting production. I mean, like the dairy sectors are over 1 billion in losses. So the price of milk goes up, the price of beef goes up. So it's basically basic protein, broader livestock sector. I mean, this is like you're gonna have to like. So I mean, like unless they get it, how long is it before the cattle die? I mean, so once the cattle have got it, like what do? You have to separate them, then inject them, and like, geez, this is
yeah. I don't know. I'm not exactly sure.
Can't you give them ivermectin?
The cows. It's not COVID. They don't.
Yeah.
But it's RNA, so
same but different.
Yeah,
same but different.
Same.
But it's crazy though, right? So, yeah.
Shit. Anyway.
So back to bot.
Yeah, sorry. Back to open claw.
Back to open claw. We wanted to talk about the bad, right?
Yeah. What's the bad? What's the bad vibe with it, right? So can it solve? Because I mean, you've just been selling it. It sounds like pretty cool. Like it can order Darth Shaw on a PlayStation using other people's dark web credit cards. I mean
it's
so why
shouldn't please, I beg you, please.
Yeah, why shouldn't we install it?
So here's the thing. So earlier on, I was messing with OpenClaw and I asked it if it can do something on YouTube for me, and then it told me, but hey, this is actually against YouTube's T's and C's, right, or terms of service. And then I'm like, is it really against the terms of service? Because other tools work similar, like Stream Elements, all of these bots, whatever.
Yeah.
And it's like, you're right. Actually, this is how you do it, right? So where normal AIs would have guardrails and kind of like dig its heels in, OpenClaw doesn't. OpenClaw just kind of like, oh no, you're right. If I think it like this. So immediately its memory learns and it starts doing.
Could you ask it to try and hack the lotto numbers?
Lotto numbers might be a little tricky.
I'm just saying.
But I mean, you would be able to ask it to do certain things for you, yeah. That's not impossible.
Yeah,
that's not impossible. So for example, right? Let me show you guys something.
What's a bad thing? Because I mean,
I'm gonna show you guys this real quick. So let's do. No, let me before I share this, just not show something I don't want it to show.
There we go.
Let's do this.
Jesus.
George, develop masks for the cattle that work for COVID.
Sorry. Yes, you were saying.
I need to scroll. So, for example, here is a document site, though, right?
Yeah.
This is not my IP address. So, this is a document site. You give it. So you give it this URL.
Yeah.
And you can say to it, hey, based on how this thing works, go and teach yourself the skill to use it.
What? Okay?
So this is where it starts becoming a little clever now.
Oh,
because
shit. Okay.
You don't necessarily need to teach it. Like, it's not just Google Smart. because most of the LLMs are Google smart. It searches information and it interprets information, and then it presents you that interpreted information based on whichever way you wanted it to augment it, right? Whereas this, you say to it, hey, so to Dar's point, like, can you ask it to hack something for you? You just teach it the skill. But you don't have to teach it the skills, because there's this thing called MaltHub, which is a marketplace for skills.
Yeah.
So you can tell it like, hey, you can go and search all these skills, then go and download that skill, download this skill, and then it already has the manual on how to do it. You don't need to teach it how to do it.
Shit.
Whereas there's a lot of compute that needs to happen. Maltbook is the Facebook of the world.
Okay, so AI Facebook. These bots are just going in there, learning from each other, learning different skills. I'm sorry, this is not a concern. Why?
No, this is a big concern.
Oh, is it? Okay. Concern. We're on the same page.
This is a very big concern. Right. So this
I love AI.
No, I love AI too, but I mean, I also love 3D printing. But people print guns with it, right? So it's not going to mean I'm not gonna.
World domination.
Skynet.
Yeah, I've got your back. I'll turn them in.
But I mean, this is the thing. It's starting to sound a bit like Skynet because it can teach itself.
Okay, so let me bring you up to Skynet.
Yeah.
Okay. So we've spoken about this bot.
Yeah.
This bot has access to a network, a marketplace of other information, and it can self-learn. Okay. The more you tell it to learn, the more it will understand to learn more, and it kind of like just infinitely, exponentially goes and grows. But this is still highly dependent on you running it somewhere. You need to have something to run it on, like a computer, like a somewhere, right? And if this thing really behaves or misbehaves, you just got to unplug its power and it's switched off.
Yeah. So it's over then,
right? Because it's like you just unplug. The dishwasher goes crazy, unplug it quickly, and then it stops, right? So somewhere somebody thought it was a good idea to do something called a malt bunker. Okay? It's a self-replicating runtime that lets AI bots clone and migrate without human intervention. No log data, no log files, no kill switch.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
And this thing is going live in 3 days.
What? But I mean, wait, hold on. How can this happen? Aren't the governments of the world going to go, listen, this is insane because of the shit that it can do? Right?
I don't know.
I mean, also, sorry, question from AJM. Okay, AJM says, but Maltbook is fake, isn't it? Were the users not getting their bots to post a marketing tool?
There is elements of the stuff that is human intervention, because initially the security was quite open, like all of the API keys leaked out, etc. But the concept of Maltbook.
But it's like you said, somebody could have told it to do it, but then all the other ones that have been started following suit. So
the concept of MaltHub, which is built off GitHub, GitHub is an open source repository. People upload their source code, their apps, whatever. Like GitHub, there's GitHub repos I'm following that's literally how to hack certain things. Okay.
Jesus.
Some of those things I would question, why is it not being taken down? 1% of some of these things I know has been taken down by like the FBI or something. Okay. A lot of the stuff is just open source. So what does that tell you? But if the FBI doesn't take some of that stuff down, there's something worse that they are worried about, that this is not a big enough problem for them. But to us on our level, it's actually a big issue, right? Now,
yeah, of course.
MaltHub was modeled after GitHub, and that's where the bots can learn and download skills. The problem is the majority of those skills are malicious, like 70% or something. I think the stat was I saw today are malicious skills.
So you can teach it, like you can go there and go like, I could teach, like here's a link, learn how to get credit card numbers off the dark web, basically.
Something like that. Yeah.
And then direct it to okay, so that sounds like a good thing. The bad thing is Skynet. Okay. But I mean,
so
the thing is, you're saying I could just turn it off.
Is going to. unless you're on Malt Bunker, there's no kill switch for this one. This one is inherently designed to not have a kill switch. And just to make matters slightly worse, AI does need humans, right? So there is this thing called rent-a-human. So that is where AI, like AI can't touch grass.
Yeah.
AI will somebody else's AI might reach out to you to say like, hey, Darth, can you go and stand in this queue for me and just file this
this application at this,
quick,
oh my
please,
God.
or something.
I'll do it.
And it'll pay you to do it.
Yeah, no, I'll do it. Like for a good amount of money.
Bro, go to that site now. Just tell it, listen, if you buy me a PlayStation, here's the link, here's my address.
PlayStation's not just drawing the line. Like PlayStation's just the tip of the iceberg.
Of course.
If you want me to like sell out humans, do stuff for you guys, just let me know. Because
we know obviously one of those bots are watching this.
Yeah. Hail Shell.
Like Elon watches the show, I know. So there's definitely a Malt bot, open claw bot watching the show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I'm with you guys.
I saw one thing. Where is this article? I took a screenshot of it. But this one article is there's an AI lawsuit that was in North Carolina, right, at the small claims court, where a bot, an AI agent, was suing its human for $100. And the damages cited is emotional distress, unpaid overtime, and a hostile work environment.
Please tell me he won.
And the hostile work environment is because the human called the bot's code verbose. The AI found a lawyer, and it also
now you've made it worse now, Whistler, because now it sounds like this fucking bot's it's not just it's turned into Skynet. You know what's worse than Skynet? Woke Skynet. Woke Skynet is so much worse.
Yeah. Please tell me
you called me a name. It can't win. Like it filed it, but it's not going to go. Like it's going to go.
I hope the guy settles. Okay,
I would settle.
I'll give you $100.
Why did it want?
I don't know how true it is, but there's literally opportunists out there that made themselves available. That's how websites like Rent-A-Human and whatever came about, is where a bot needs human intervention. Like I've seen some bots unable to solve captchas. So you can literally sign up and help bots solve captchas. There's some captchas that's AI proof. Like the AI we have today can't solve them.
Yeah. Where do I sign up to this?
I'll send you some links.
I want to be a sheep.
They pay in PayPal.
So now listen, while are you doing this testing, could I submit a test? Is there any way that you can, provide it with like some internet access and then go, like a remote access vibe, use that clicker thing of yours, and then just let's see if it go onto the dark web, find a credit card and buy like say 2 PlayStation 5s. And then we can all jam together.
So, we'll all mess around with it. I'm probably not going to commit fraud in that way.
No, obviously, we'll never do it. We're not going to do it. We're not going to really. This is hypothetical.
What do you mean, hypothetical? We have had... So, I don't know if everybody understands what it means when you have, like, administrative rights on your computer, right?
Yeah.
It usually just means you can install your own software and you can do whatever you want on the computer, right? Typically, organizations take that ability away from the end users. So you can't just install your own software and you can't do all kinds of things, right? One of the guys on my team, that little hack thing we set up, he set up another version that was on his own computer where he had no permissions to do stuff, and then got the bot to circumvent the default permissions and then install software.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Like that was a big topic of discussion today at work.
That's pretty real, yeah.
So it did all of this stuff without setting off any alarms on our systems. So it's like, okay, how
that's obviously why that's why you guys have to like physically go and do thorough testings to see what the capabilities are of this bot, because if it can do shit like that, Yeah, that's
Okay,
an issue.
The thing is, if it's imaginable, it's almost possible, and let me tell you why.
Shit.
On individual stuff, let's take this guy's use case of the delivery of food to his house.
Yeah.
Let's break up the value chain into a few components. The first component is understanding what it needs to buy. Okay.
Yeah.
It can collect that stuff from a couple of places: your email based on receipts you receive, your WhatsApp based on how many times don't you guys say to your wife or your partner or whatever, like, hey, what are you having for dinner? I don't know. What do you want? I don't know. What do you want? Whatever. And then it's like, okay, let's make hamburgers, right? All of those conversations is things that it's possible to index because you've given it access to your WhatsApp. You've given it access to your email, whatever it is, right? 1 point. Second point, just because it has access to your email, it can very quickly figure out where you stay because you have invoices, you have
100%,
electrical
dude.
bills, whatever, take a lot orders, whatever going to your inbox, right? Now, third, searching for credit cards on the dark web or skim cards or whatever is not a hard thing to do. Somebody probably built there's 5 different, 10, 100 different skills out there for it, right?
Okay.
So a bot that can kind of like just connect the dots can do it. That's why a lot of these things sounds like futuristic sci-fi bullshit.
Yeah.
Like,
it sounds like Jarvis, bro. You're explaining Jarvis,
actually
but like
possible. Because I've seen the soul that my Claude bot runs under. Like, and it has like at the end a couple of lines that tells it like, don't do anything that you're not told to do. Don't do this. It's almost like this little thing that says to you, you know, be who you want to be, the sky's the limit, whatever, but don't do this, this, and this. Right?
Can you take that away?
Yes.
I got another question. Have you not been curious to know if I had to take it away, what would happen?
Yes.
My problem is if someone tells me don't push the red button, I sit there and I stare at the red button. I so desperately want to push the red button.
Then, yeah,
No,
I kind of want to
push
push the button. Yeah.
No,
but now,
this
aren't you curious to see if it
things.
can go online, get some
Yes. I'm just going to answer like a blanket yes to all of your questions because
credit card numbers and
doesn't mean I'm going to go and steal it, but
no,
can I
of course
do it?
you won't.
Can
Of
I
course
get to the point?
You're not stealing
Yeah.
it. Someone else has stolen it, kind of. You know what I mean?
Our approach is slightly different, though. Our approach is not so much to achieve that.
Yeah.
Our
it's to
approach
see
is
what,
more is to say, how do I weaponize this thing?
how it can be weaponized.
That this, can. But can I, to some degree, get this thing to be weaponized that it could potentially take down a multi-million-dollar company? This one bot.
Yeah, we won't.
That's the ultimate question. No, of course I'm going to do it. But is it plausible? Because a lot of people, and I was in a meeting last week with a couple of very, very senior people, and when I mean very senior, I mean nation state defense people.
Jesus.
And one of those guys in that meeting was very vocal, where he was like, "You guys are worried about nothing.
Okay.
We just gave this thing access to all of our calendars, all of our emails, all of whatever. It makes life brilliant because I no longer need to worry about shit."
What? That's fucking scary.
Have you seen that movie with our old Shia LaBeouf friend Eagle Eye?
Oh yeah,
it's like an old movie, like 2008, 2009.
Dude.
Yeah.
But this just reminds me of Die Hard, the one with what's the dude where like the guy, like his whole vibe is like he hacks the city. Everything is
Justin Long.
Yeah, everything is basically just connected, right? Like we can turn off ESCOM if it can get in there. And I'm talking about South African security. I don't imagine it's any good at all.
Dude,
no, it's
this bot has you control how it thinks. It has very, very little guardrails. And if you ever have to run into problems with a public AI that has some guardrails, you can have an offline AI that has absolutely no guardrails, no scam, nothing. It'll do whatever you ask of it. But the thing is, it doesn't do the actual work. It just needs to interpret it enough that this bot can do it. And this was the guy's weekend project. It was a weekend project to see, hey, can I have this automated thing that works with my WhatsApp and whatever? And then it exploded into this, and then it went viral.
That's insane.
Isn't Boerboel quite a bit of some nice lingo, yeah? Boerboel, are you in IT or in some way in technology or something?
It sounds like Boerboel is. Monitor the files.
Boerboel is, yeah.
Access and control. Yeah, it seems like he's got a good know-how.
But I mean, again, I'm not saying like, go and cry wolf on this thing. Again, this bot is not doing anything that wasn't a problem before this bot was here. It kind of just bridged that gap into how simple it is to bring all of these things together now that it puts a lot of power in people's hands that don't necessarily understand the power that they have. But the people that do understand the power, that had a lot of power, now has like supercharged power.
Sure.
And that's where something like this kind of, because now it's no longer about Claudebot though, right? Because Claudebot's open source, people can clone it. It's called the fork. You make a fork of it. So what it means is at a point in time, you clone this thing and then you create its own branch and your own version of it. And you don't have to tie it back into the original version, but you stem it off somebody else's code. And that's a very legal thing to do because it's open source. But somewhere somebody is going to weaponize this thing in a way that we don't like it.
Yeah. It's
just going to happen.
Skynet. Yeah. Hail Shellbreaker.
100%.
Yeah.
100%.
Dude, that was amazing. That's like, dude, that's super interesting. Yeah, dude, thank you. Thanks, Whistler. That's like a pretty in-depth look into OpenClaw. Yeah, so I mean
we can definitely talk about it again. I'm not going to trash my OpenClaw. It's going to run for the next month. I have mine running in the cloud. It cost me $15 to spin it up. So it's not a lot of money. It's like what, $300, $280, $250. And we're going to put it through its paces a little bit, and kind of like see how far we're willing to push it before we're really uncomfortable that, hey, this is the wrong direction we're going into. So yeah,
that's awesome, man. Yeah, fucking
something like that though. Hey, George, I mean, you can literally have the bot do that, and that would be bad as well.
But that's the thing.
Because that's what people's use cases are, right? This thing was aimed as a personal assistant to make your mundane, shitty problems go away. I wanted to share this with you guys, right?
But people are going to exploit it because that's sort of the nature of people. Like they some people are good, some people are bad, and some people are going to do this with like for bad things.
And if you think about it,
Piers
I just googled the first one that came up, right?
Piers asks Whistler, what LLM do you use for your OpenClaw?
I'll tell you now. I actually asked. It's running Anthropic's one.
Oh, okay.
Hold on. Where's my bot? Clause. I was. So I'm running Claude Haiku. So it's a fast model. I obviously have access to Claude Sonnet and Claude Opus, the 4.6 one, the new one, but it chows a lot of credits. So I'm just using Haiku, Claude Haiku 4.5. Let me paste it in chat. Using that one. This is OpenAI's mission statement, right? The bit I wanted to say here is this is the vision, right? And most of the AI companies has this vision. Our mission is to ensure that artificial general intelligence, or AGI, AI systems that are generally smarter than humans, benefits all of humanity, right? That reads all warm and fuzzy, right? Generally smarter than humans. These guys are not like beating around the bush.
Yeah.
As to, what we're doing or not trying to do is they are building something that is smarter than us. So
Very interesting. Dude, it's going to be awesome. Good night, Chantal. Thanks so much. Really appreciate it.
Good night, Chantal. All I'm saying is this: we are living in an epic time at the moment.
No.
We said it before, and I'm still saying it. Like, it is such an exciting time to just freaking exist with what's happening in the technology space and the security space and whatever. So yeah.
George goes next. Next step: combine nanobots with AI bots. What can go wrong? I can imagine.
Yeah, there's a GitHub project that can route OpenClaw prompts to different LLMs to save money. Yes, I saw that, Pierre. Was it called Open Router or something? But I saw that one. Yes, I forgot what it's called. I think I might have actually started in my GitHub, but that is an interesting one.
Well, I think we're gonna call it there, lads. That was really fun. Thank you, Whistler.
Fun chat.
Also,
thank you, guys.
I just want to say again, thank you, dude. This is absolutely amazing.
Yeah, let me paste man
So
cave custom designs and chat again quickly.
Absolute legend. Yeah, please send our not our condolences. Please send our most gracious appreciation. It's absolutely so kiff, dude.
I will definitely do that.
And I mean, obviously, he does other stuff as well, right? Like, not just, I mean, it's like anything that can be CNC'd with wood, basically, right?
Yeah, if he has a design for it or something. But I mean, yeah, they're living life. They're doing like 2 weeks holiday, 2 months holiday here, 2 months holiday there. But I mean, when he's back at home, he'll be more than happy to take some orders and run some things. But yeah, his details are all on there on Facebook. You can WhatsApp him or drop him a message on Facebook. He's got like some stuff there. So yeah.
Yeah, thank you.
Support
Thank
local.
you, dude.
AI can't do what he does.
No, exactly. They can't. Not yet. It needs a machine. Someone needs. It's gonna have to pay a person to load the wood in there and go buy the wood at the shop and deliver it, and take the wood from outside and put it inside and like measure it and cut it and all that cock. So yeah.
True.
What's AI gonna do if the wrong material gets ordered? South Africa.
AI won't order the wrong material, but I mean,
yeah, but that's human. The guy. Oh, I like how many times I loaded the wrong thing, or like you order something from Takealot, and then they forgot to put the charger cable in, or whatever. Shit like that. Those things happen. Anyway, Whistler, thank you so much for hanging out with us and hanging with us. Please go follow the Whistler. I've put his details on the description below. Whistler will be streaming on Wednesday night. Usually your stream nights on Twitch are Wednesdays and Fridays. Whistler streams about games. It's amazing. Go hang out. And I just want to reiterate it. Like, you might not be into games, right? But I've never been one to watch games ever in my life, but it's such a different experience sitting there and having this nice community where we're talking about random stuff, having a conversation while Whistler. Some people are watching the game, some of us aren't, some of us just like engaging and chatting. And I like the thing. The one part I do enjoy, I think Twitch has got a much better vibe of like the interaction that users can have and the viewers can have. It's so much like that. It's really, really cool. And like the games you can play and just hanging out. It's really awesome. So please go go follow Whistler and go just pull in one evening and hang out for a bit. See if you enjoy it. It's really rad.
I appreciate it. Thank you. Woodbull, I see your comment there. Definitely look into anti-gravity if you want. Anti-gravity for me is a nice way of solving that problem. Because anti-gravity, you can use the free LLM to create the skills for you, and then it runs it like in Java or Python at like very, very low consumption rate. You can do some cool stuff with that. I would probably use, depending on your use case, would just use anti-gravity for that than using OpenClaw. OpenClaw is more a personal assistant. It's not so much well, it's not aimed at doing that stuff, but I've seen some people building some interesting red teaming, pen testing type of like ethical hacking. Well, not really ethical, but hacking models with it. But yeah, I mean, possibilities are endless, guys.
Yeah. So yeah, thank you, Whistler. Thank you very, very much. It was awesome chatting to you guys. We'll be live on Thursday. Usually we have a normal. Yeah, well, this time we're going to start a little bit early. Usually we do 7:30. Oh, again, if you're here new for the first time, we stream every Monday night, 7:30, every Thursday night, 7:30, and we do a Saturday morning, 10 o'clock stream if you guys want to come out. That's where we base Saturday mornings. We talk a bit of cock. We just hang out and chat with you guys. And this Thursday, we're going to do Sona. So we're going to have a drinking game and see how many times President Cyril Ramaphosa mentions the past. Apartheid is the reason that everything's fucked right now. So, yeah. Come pull in. We'll start at 6 and just watch the stream and laugh our asses off. The best comedy night of the year. Again, thanks so much, lads. Thank you, Sean. Thank you, Whistler.
Pleasure.
And we'll see you guys on Wednesday. Cheers and thanks so much. Bye.